Hey everybody, welcome to the Sky Lounge, and this is Piggyskin Picks, where I pick the winners and losers of the upcoming NFL weekend, week number 17. Boys and girls, 13 out of 16 in the pick'ems. Week 17, regular season. None of that shit matters anymore. Toss that shit aside. Because wild card weekend, baby. That's right, playoffs! Playoffs. My goodness. 6 games, 3 games, spread out to 2 days on Saturday and Sunday. Whoo-wee! What a time to be alive. I know it's a bit fucking crazy right now, but what a time to be alive still. To watch some wild card action. And we start off on Saturday, early in the morning. Well, 10 a.m. here, Pacific Standard Time. And I know for you wackos out there in the East, it's about 1 p.m. But hey, we got a fantastic game between the 7-seed Indianapolis Colts and the 2-seed in the Buffalo Bills. I gotta tell you, man, I like the Bills' chances to win this game. I love the spread for the Bills at -7. I also like the over at 51. Now, based on both these teams' defense, the over shouldn't really be a fucking thing, right? But here's the thing. I think, as much as I shit on Phil Rivers, he's serviceable at times, so I think he'll have bits and pieces here and there. But Josh Allen is really, in my opinion, the man who's going to steal the show in this game. I mean, this guy, in my mind, is either an MVP or second to MVP voting. Like, there's no other way you can argue, okay, sure, maybe Patrick Mahomes. Obviously, we know Aaron Rodgers is going to win this bullshit. But Josh Allen has been there all along throughout the season. And you know what? Lest we forget, boys and girls, the last time Josh Allen was in this playoff situation, he was facing the Houston Texans. And we remember how abysmal he was at that point. And I'm sure he doesn't forget that shit either. Because that man seems like the kind of dude who would fall to the ground, get himself up, and then make sure he doesn't fucking fall again. But if he does fall again, he's going to get back up the same. And, man, I love the fucking cut of the jib on fucking Josh Allen. And this guy, I think, is going to will his team into a win. And, yeah, I know Phil Rivers is a fan favorite for some people, but I think this motherfucker is going to cost the Colts the game very late, probably in the fourth quarter. Why do I call him Phil Rivers? Dude, he's a turnover machine. He's scripted. Yeah, you could see that shit coming from a mile away. And I'll tell you, Phil Rivers, you don't build a future around that man when he's like 40 and has like 15 goddamn kids. But Colts fans will probably just be happy that, oh, wow, we got a viable team, we're in the playoffs, and we got a chance. But I don't think there's a fucking chance. I think the Bills are going to stomp all over this Colts team. And I got to think the Bills win this game 30-22. And, man, you know those 67 some odd hundred people that are going to the Buffalo Bills game, and they're going to have a fucking blast. Good thing that stupid-ass Cuomo's not going there. So, Bills fans, Bills Mafia, enjoy that shit. You deserve it. Now, let's move on to the next game in the afternoon on Saturday between the LA Rams and the Seattle Seahawks. And, man, surprise, surprise, I'm going to pick the Seahawks. Of course I am. But I got to be honest, man. I think the Rams cover the plus 3.5 spread. I think the game goes over at 42. Now, I think the Seahawks offense is very, what's the best way to fucking describe this goddamn Seattle offense? Stifled? Is that the best way I can fucking put it? Constipated? Probably a better word? Russell Wilson, as good as he is, I mean, there are moments over the last, let's say 8 weeks. Okay? 8 weeks. Where I think, did you really have to do that? We're really forcing the issue with the pass, aren't we? Probably establish a run game here a little bit now? No, okay, we're just going to pass ad nauseum. Awesome. And against a Rams team that, let's face it, I mean, we're facing them for a third time, kind of know what they're going to hit us with. You can't do the same shit. Because on their defense, I mean, they got some fucking animals, dude. And, man, those dudes are just powerful. I mean, Aaron Donald, one of the best players in football right now, just having to see that guy twice a year is already fucking just anxious driving or anxiety driving shit already. See, I can't even get my fucking words out thinking about Aaron Donald. He fucks me up. He fucks everybody up in the Seahawks. But, you know, my weird thing is, I get a feeling that Jared Goff is going to be a pivotal point in the Seahawks victory. And I say Seahawks victory, probably full of hubris saying that shit, but Jared Goff coming back from that thumb injury after he faced the Seahawks, crazy enough, and I think the Seahawks defense just kind of coming to its own. You get a feeling that Goff might just spill this game over to the Seahawks. Perhaps very early in the fourth quarter, maybe late in the third quarter. That's what I think. But you are still going to have a very tense game. You are still going to have a very emotional game. I mean, let's be fair, man. Jalen Ramsey and DK Metcalf, you know that shit in part 3 in a trilogy series is going to be some wild shit. So I'm excited. What I think is really going to be the make or break for the Seahawks defense is going to be how they handle the Rams O-line. I think is it Havenstein or Whitworth back this weekend? I'm pretty sure it was Whitworth. But yeah, I get a feeling that the Seahawks barely eke out a win at 24-21. And I hope I'm right. I'm hoping I'm right. And if I'm wrong, I'm going to eat crow. You know, embrace the suck and move on to the next season. But hopefully we grab a win and we can play next week. So go Hawks. Now, the last game slotted for Saturday evening is between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the 5 seed, and the 4-seeded Washington Redskins. Oh, the Washington football team. The DC cuck soy boy assholes. Oh, boy. Yeah, I think the Buccaneers win this game. But Redskins +8 seems pretty decent. I also like the game to go under at 44. Now, what can I say about this Redskins team? You're a team. That's about it. You don't even have a fucking name and you're fucking hosting a goddamn playoff game. Oh my God. 7-9. Crazy, man. And I can't say shit. The Seahawks hosted a goddamn playoff game at 7-9. Okay? So I can't say shit at this point. But holy hell, man. What even is this team? Terry McLaurin, who's an absolute stud. Chase Young, who, man, give him a season or two, he's going to be Defensive Player of the Year. I think he's that good. And yeah, the great story of Ron Rivera and Alex Smith. Ron Rivera, who went through cancer treatment. I think he's in remission. Hopefully he is. Shout out to you, Ron Rivera. And yeah, you got Alex Smith, who after about, 2+ years, almost died, almost lost his fucking leg, and he's playing football. It's incredible. So this team is stories. I mean, it's awesome. And yeah, O-line, fantastic. I believe is it Brandon Scherf, if I'm not mistaken, with the All-Pro first team. But regardless, yes, Redskins do have some players. They have some great stories, good narratives, but the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are an actual football team. Yeah. I've been shitting on the Buccaneers all season long. If you've been around this channel, yeah, I've been calling them the fucking 2017 Pro Bowl roster. AARP Tom doing everything he can to bolster this fucking team up alongside his AARP buddy and Bruce Arians. But as much as I shit on them, during the regular season, I think come playoff time, they are going to get the job done. Do I think they're going to get the job done in the best way possible? Probably not. I think this defense for the Redskins is going to be a bit of a tough chore for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers offense, but I think at the end of the day, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense comes up clutch and give me the Buccaneers 17-13 winning against the Redskins. Now, that moves us along into the Sunday games, and we got 3, of course. And it starts off with the Baltimore Ravens, the 5 seed, the AFC, taking on the 4 seed Tennessee Titans. And, dude, I don't know what it is. I think the Ravens are going to lose this game. And it's not really hating on the Ravens, man. It's more along the lines of, I guess, hating on John Harbaugh, which is essentially hating on the Ravens. But listen, man, this dude is the fucking Sean Payton of the AFC. He is Diet Mike Tomlin, meaning he will fucking fillet himself to think this goddamn genius in the room. But it's like, now, dude, you're a good coach, but you're not a fucking genius. Relax. All right? And I think Harbaugh gets a little too cute. He gets a little too fucking in his own goddamn head. And I think this team of Mike Vrabels and the Tennessee Titans, who are hosting their first home playoff game in almost a decade, if I'm not mistaken. Please correct me if I'm wrong, Tennessee Titans fans. But I think the juice is going to be in that stadium. I think the Tennessee Titans defense, alongside the Baltimore Ravens defense, are going to play up to snuff, but Titans defense might just be a smidgen better on the day. Now, overall, are the Ravens better as a team? One can argue that, sure, potentially. I mean, they won the division, all that shit, but yeah, Vegas and all the fucking bookmakers have the Ravens at -3, but I don't see it. Maybe it's a Lamar Jackson factor. Maybe it is. Or maybe Justin Tucker's that fucking good that they put the fucking favoritism towards the Ravens. Which is utterly ridiculous, by the way. Justin Tucker should not be a fucking second-team all-pro kicker. He's not fucking all-pro or a pro bowler. Period. Fuck you, Justin Tucker, you goddamn shit. Get the fuck out of my face with that. But, yeah, I know it just straight up sounds like I'm hating on the Ravens. But no, I just don't have any confidence in the Ravens. Because why? You started really doing well after the poop game. This is more or less the same team that I've seen for, 17 weeks. And honestly, they're just okay. And again, I think when it comes down to it, on the day, with all the circumstances, and I didn't even mention Ryan Tannehill and Derrick Henry. And A.J. Brown. Holy shit. So, yeah. I just get a feeling that the Ravens don't get it done. Maybe Dez will have a nice moment here and there, but I just don't trust the Ravens. I don't. So, you know what? Give me the Tennessee Titans to win this game 23-20. And yeah, Justin Tucker, you're not a second team All-Pro. That shit should have gone to Young Hoku. Or Young Hoku should have been fucking first team All-Pro. Shout out to Jason Sanders, though. Why are you talking about kickers, man? Because Justin Tucker is one of the most overrated fucking kickers in the NFL. I said it. Fuck you. Now, moving on into the next game, where the 7th seed Chicago Bears, so not Bears, will be taking on the 2 seed New Orleans Saints. Yeah. Saints are going to win this game. -10? Under 47? Yeah, I'll take that. Why? Why the under, man? Don't you think the Bears are going to... No, I don't think the Bears are going to compete at all. I don't. You think Mitchell Trubisky's the answer? You think your fucking paper soft schedule has been anything but an illusion? Oh my God, dude. You motherfuckers just farted yourselves into the playoffs somehow. And now I get to watch how much of a fucking phony the squad is. Oh my God, man. This Bears team is nauseating to watch. Like, it just won't die. They won't. They're so mediocre from top to bottom. Yeah, their defense is nice. Yeah, their special teams can do decent. Shout out to Cordell Patterson. But, yeah. You think Matt Nagy's going to save you? Huh? I know I just shit on Sean Payton for like a hot second when we're comparing him to John Harbaugh. And I know Sean Payton's a fucking egotistical idiot. But, yeah, in this situation, yeah, Payton will out-checker Nagy. And so, I don't really have much more to say about this game. It kind of sounds like a boring-ass game that I'm not really going to pay attention to. More or less watch the reactions of Bears fans, probably. Because I'll probably find more enjoyment in that than the actual game itself. Because the best case scenario that could happen is the Bears win by some weird technicality, and the Saints complain to the refs for another year by blowing up the home playoff game. So that's all I can hope for from a meme standpoint. But other than that, yeah, there's really no fucking point to that game. But in terms of scoreline, what do I think is going to happen? Yeah, I can't even read my own fucking handwriting. That's what happens sometimes, especially with games I just do not give a shit about. Give me the Saints 28-13. There. Okay? So let's move on to the next game where things actually matter. There's actual tension. And much like the Seattle Seahawks and the LA Rams, this is another trilogy. So we have two trilogies this weekend. One on Saturday, one on Sunday. I mean, technically the Baltimore Ravens and Tennessee Titans is a trilogy, but yeah, we don't count that. We don't count that. The Cleveland Browns! The Cleveland Browns taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Give me the Cleveland Browns to beat the shit out of fucking Steelers. Beat the shit out of fucking Steelers. And you know what, man? Cleveland at +6. Over 47. And yeah, I got all uppity and crazy, so the next door dogs are going crazy. But hey, man. The Browns are in the goddamn playoffs. 18-year drought finally over. And what's been happening throughout this week? What's been happening throughout this week between the Browns and the Steelers? Well, nothing of note, right? Well, the Browns had multiple staffs and players, placed under COVID protocols, Kung Flu, whatever the fuck you want to call that bullshit, pandemic. And so they will not be taking part of the playoff game. Yeah, so Kevin Stefanski, Joel Bitonio, and a couple of staffers, no show. And Juju Smith-Schuster throughout the week, adding fuel to the flame, like the same old Browns. You do realize that no matter how perceivingly bad a team is, it's any given Sunday. You do understand that, right? And so I think the Steelers, in all their hubris and all their arrogance, is going to get all up in their fucking heads and lose to the Browns second time this year. And yeah, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But honestly, the Steelers team, I've been calling them out the entire season. The entire season I've been calling these bitches out. And I've been pretty right about them. Their record, their 11-0 start, it's all a sham. All an illusion. And the Browns, nothing but adversity. They face nothing but adversity. And each and every step of the way, they've taken it, they've gone past it, and now they're in the playoffs for the first time in 18 years. You think they have anything to lose? They don't. And you know what? You keeping adding this fucking fuel to the flame, Steelers. You think that's a smart move to do? To a fan base and a team that hasn't sniffed the postseason in nearly 2 decades? Oh, you stupid motherfuckers. Oh, some justice comes to your fucking face on Sunday because, oh my God, the Steelers. Can't stand you motherfuckers. I can't stand you goddamn cocksuckers, man. Why do you hate the Steelers? Starts with Mike Tomlin. Arrogant fuck. Oh, we're the best. We don't need to prepare shit. We're gonna just go out there. Have Kalen just take us up. Well, with TikTok boy and Mr. Claypool, who just disappeared after week 10? Or week 12? I don't fucking know. But yeah, keep that shit going. Keep that fucking arrogance energy strong, Steelers, because that shit is going to bite you in the fucking ass on Sunday. And so give me the Cleveland Browns to win this motherfucking game 27-21. And that's all the picks I got for you. And losing my hat, I'm actually very sensitive about how this looks right now. But what I'm not sensitive about is all the picks that I have set out for you for a wild card weekend. Of course, boys and girls, as we know, we have two teams that are in the bye week. Technically, they're in the number 1 seed bye week. So you have the AFC number 1 seed bye for the Kansas City Chiefs and the NFC number 1 seed bye for the Green Bay Packers. So they're going to enjoy their nice little week of watching the peasants go to work. But with the 6 games in hand, we are going to have a fantastic weekend. So, from the top, I have the Buffalo Bills, the Seattle Seahawks, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the Tennessee Titans, the New Orleans Saints, and the Cleveland Browns. So, that'll do it for me here, boys and girls. Go ahead and follow me at the Sky Lounge and all the links in the description below. Like, comment, subscribe for more daily content. And until next time, kids, fuck off.